Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're going to be playing subscribers made games. Yes, we are playing your guys' games. And if you want to submit your game for a possible, like if you want me to play it or whatever, please put it inside the game submissions Discord in Lucas plugins or the simulator generator plugin Discord. If you could put it in game submissions, I go through and check everybody's servers, and if you're in my server, I will play your game. But with that being said, let's get straight into the video. The first game we are playing is Clicker Champions, made by Robbie. The first thing I realized when I play and join the game is that it's really crowded and there's too much like happening in a small space. For example, if I'm not on anything, I can see this. I can see a little bit of everything, kind of, and you don't really want that being shown, and you don't want that being visible to everybody. So spacing this out and putting a nice little like lighting that adds like a fog or something will make that a lot more better. Just so it would be easier to see, or like less, like you wouldn't see it as much. Another thing I would recommend adding is adding some better paths. If you go to one of my games, there's like a path, and then under that is like a second path with a little extended. That was made by Tomi. That's how I got that idea, but it just gives it a little bit more detail, and the paths should not be so straightforward. They should also have a little curve to them. That way it's kind of like, free formed in a sense, so it doesn't look so static and so like fakely made, if that makes sense. But I do notice you have these kind of portals which are free, which is not a problem. It's okay to use free assets sometimes. I definitely would recommend adding a like change the how far you can look away from that, because it doesn't show under like past or behind trees and stuff like that, but it is going to get pretty bad depending on how far away you go. But this isn't bad in general. You have a lot of worlds and a lot of like areas, but I do recommend spacing all this out and getting rid of any sounds that stuff may have. I had to turn my sound off because the volcano had noises being played. If you turn off your music, you can definitely hear that. But all around, it's not too bad. He doesn't have multiple rebirths. I would recommend adding some multiple rebirths if you want to make your game a lot better. And then everything else isn't bad, like the teleporting, the basic stats, stuff like that. It's not bad. It's pretty good. But yeah, with that being said, let's jump into the next game. Alright guys, and the next game we are playing is Sigma Clickers. It is made by the user Coder. It seems that we have a little guy over here named Tomi. I feel like he's doing his little thing too. But the game itself looks appealing in a sense until you get to the part where we're looking at the highlights. The highlights should not be able to see through objects, so I would make that occluded if you could, just because it looks, like it looks weird if I have my whole body is able to see the crown, stuff like that. And it's all around. The map doesn't look too bad. It does look a little giant. I feel like a toy in a kid's room right now. But in general, I feel like there should be more stuff we could make. Stuff as like the title should have a better stand other than like this little thing. I do like the idea of having like you're losing brain cells in a sense. It's like negative brain cells, stuff like that. I think it's kind of funny. I do like these portals. I don't know if they're free modeled or not, or if you made them yourself, but they do look really good. And I do like the whole brain cell idea once again. I do wish more like the assets were usable. So like stuff in the sky, you can actually do something with them. They actually did something. But I do like how there are, people actually opening up pets and stuff like that. But all around, it looks and feels like a nice game. It has world boosters. It has stats. It has like exclusive stuff. I mean, it all looks good. The pets. I'm probably gonna play for a couple minutes just so I can get enough pets to kind of make a real um like answer on the game and how it is. But yeah, I'll be back in a couple minutes. Alrighty, and we are back. It took a couple of minutes, but I ended up talking to a little to Tommy and Omar. I think that's how you pronounce his name, or King. Um, so it turns out that the owners were in the game, but he was on his alt account. So Cree, if you're seeing this, just let you know, um, the game is pretty good actually. I like it a lot. I feel like the lighting could be changed, just so it's not too. Um, I feel like it's a little just too. I don't even know how to explain it. Like it feels like too realistic, I guess. So I'm trying to make the a little more cartoony because of the sky. But definitely get rid of some of these assets you have in here, like the crane, stuff like that. There's just so much going on. It's not even worth it. Oh, Tommy. Tommy just triggered me. What? 100. Oh, they have okay, that's cool. They have an exist type thing. That's pretty sick actually. So, like I said, I would change a little bit of things. Just mainly just the assets around the map. The map could be a little smaller. Make it where the way I see it, and this will help a little bit when you're making games. The more or the smaller your map is, that means the more people you have in a smaller area, which makes it feel it's more populated. If you have this big map, right, and the server can only have like 20 people on here, it's gonna look so weird if everyone's on the corners and stuff like that, because then it's gonna look it's dead in the middle, you know. So when you have it where it's a smaller map, but the details are still amazing, then it's gonna look and it's gonna feel a lot better for new people who are joining the game. But in total, I'm going to rate this game a 7.5 out of 10. It definitely has some things you can definitely change to it, and definitely has some things that you can um, add and fix. But like I said, everything else is perfect. It's not too bad. It's not too terrible. It's actually really, really well balanced and really nice. And it's unique, which is probably most of the best things. But with that being said, we're gonna hop into the next and final game.
Hi guys, I'm Tommy. You can know me from my channel where I upload videos from the simulator generator. IC invited me. I rate this game solid 5 out of 10. I think that it's not the best, not the worst. And yeah, I saw better games, I saw worse. I would fix the GUIs. Some are gray, some are purple. This doesn't match. I would change the models of the eggs and other pets, or yeah, and things like that. This icon doesn't match any of the other icons. In the shop you can see these icons, they doesn't match either. So yeah, I've seen better games, I've seen worse. 5 out of 10 is.
The last game we are playing is Clicker Simulator 99, made by Your Skill Doesn't Matter. Um, there is some things I want to jump into first. The first thing is there's so much stuff when I'm first loading in that it takes so long to load. Another thing is this right here, which is like texture. Like textures not working together. If you take these paths and union them together, make them one simple union, and put the texture on there, the texture will be perfect and nothing will be broken. Another thing we should talk about is the eggs. They're not bad. They actually look really, really nice. But then the what's surrounding them, such as like this right here, the fencing doesn't look good at all. It looks super low quality, and it doesn't match the whole like um it doesn't match the low poly design. And then another thing is your these text GUIs. They are see through. They can see through everybody, and then they don't load away. Like I can go across the map and I'll still see them through everything. And it's all of these, like literally all the like leaderboards have that, and they're just kind of there. There's also another problem, which is the amount of circles you have, or like these little like things. You have one for the gem shop, which doesn't get off your screen. It won't close. Another thing is a Robux shop, which you have to click off something again. Then the spinning, which it's not too bad, but the outline of the text could be a little thicker or smaller, just so that circle right there isn't being so weird. Then you have a restart rebirths, which is like prestiging basically, and then you have the merchant. There's just so much circles in one small spot. And then over here you have a free model playground with a with a free zone over here for 500 visits. Then everything like the UI in a sense is so poor. It's just like it's not in the correct spots. It's not correct. So the simple way of doing that would be going to test, and then there should be something called view. If you click on that and then select um, whichever UI you're going to use. So if you're making it for the computer, then there is one for the computer. Another thing is at least you have wall borders. I will say that's a good thing, is the wall borders. But I can get into here even though I don't own it. So yeah, everything else is not too bad. It's kind of it feels like the map isn't well made. Like you didn't try as much. So I would definitely watch some videos on how to make a like row builder's a good person to watch to how to make a map. Um, but just in general, there are some things that need to be fixed. Like a lot of things need to be fixed. Um, but in total, it's not too bad of a game. So I'm gonna rate this game a 3 out of 10. There definitely could be more things. There's a lot of things you need to fix for it to be actually become a game. Because right now I feel like it's just a project that you released. So definitely work on those main things. Get rid of the free models in here and fix the UI. But with that being said, I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Thank y'all for watching this video, and I'll see y'all later.